I wanted to touch base with everyone today and just tell you about a little bit of trauma that's been going on in my life and why. And I think that other people are experiencing exactly what I've been experiencing. And so I wanted to share with you what I've learned through this experience. And this experience is about overcoming fear and not moving forward in your life. This past year, I have had some of the most amazing guidance by council members, angels, spiritual guides, higher selves. And a lot of times in my sessions, messages will just come through for me. And I hear these messages, and for whatever reason, and I'm not really 100% sure, I'm being somewhat resistant to the messages that I'm receiving to move forward. And I want to tell you just what's happened recently. Because of the loss of my husband, the guidance that I've been given is to help people through the grief and the loss process, because there are a lot of people that are leaving the planet right now. And I had to experience that in order to help others go through that as well. And so I've been guided to start having many classes. I've had a few, but I haven't had them consistently. Recently, I was talking to a friend and I was telling her about some of the ways that my husband has been coming through, and they were so amazing, the stories, and I get so passionate and fired up when I'm talking about it because it's so beautiful. Well, about a week after I had told her that story, she called me up and said, "Hey, we're putting this group together, and it's a bunch of speakers, and we're gonna start talking about our journeys and our stories, and your name came to mind, and so I wanted to reach out to you and see if you wanted to be a part of our speakers group." And I thought, yeah, hey, that sounds really amazing, because through my guidance this last year, I've been told that I will be speaking. I should have these classes, talking about what I know, helping people through the grief process. So I thought, well, this is right down my alley. So I agreed to that. Well, we had that meeting, and then another meeting we had the following week. We all got together. We talked about kind of where it's going in the journey of developing this Speakers Guild. Well, when I made the decision to join up with that speakers group, I actually was mopping my bathroom, and I walked in there and the floor was really slick, and so I slipped and I fell, and of course I fell on my knee and hurt my knees. Now, everything is spiritual, and everything in life has a reason and a purpose. And even through the guidance that I've received recently, I've been told that everything has a purpose and a reason. So I didn't give it another thought, but I had to nurse myself back to health on that one. Well, then we're going into week 3 of this speakers group, and the night before this particular speakers group meeting, I had moved some things in my bedroom around, and they were sitting in front of my door, and so I decided that I needed to go in there and move what was in front of it. It was from the master bedroom to the master bath. I decided I needed to go in there and move those items. So I just walked into the bedroom. Of course, I didn't flip on the light or anything. And as I walked in, I forgot that I had a suitcase at the bottom of my bed, and I tripped over the suitcase. And of course, what do? I go down and I fall on my other knee. So now I'm having an issue with my other knee, and I'm just in pain, and I'm just hobbling along. And the next day I had this meeting with this speakers group. So, okay, I try to listen to spirit. I try to listen to my guidance system, but I'm feeling like something's trying to tell me something. So that morning I went into meditation and I said, please let me know if I'm on the right track with this speakers group, because I, need this guidance. But I said, but you're going to have to give it to me pretty solidly and make it so there's no question that I'm on the right track or I'm not. You're going to have to just slam it to me, because sometimes I'm pretty hard-headed and I actually don't get it. So I got on the meeting that morning, and all of a sudden there was a bunch of contention in the beginning of the meeting between a couple of the speakers, and I was hosting the Zoom meeting, and all of a sudden my body just tensed up. And that's another thing that they have been guiding me through this year, is telling me that I am in spiritual training, learning to listen to my body. Well, my body started tensing up, and I'm getting very agitated at the behavior that I'm seeing here and the anger. And I'm thinking, okay, I get it. This is not working for me. Well, I was actually hosting the meeting, so on a Zoom call. Otherwise, I probably would just hung up because it was not comfortable at all. But after the meeting, I reached out to my friend who invited me to it and told her that I was resigning from doing that, because all of a sudden I just was slammed in my face that this is not on your path and on your journey. And I think a lot of us have a tendency to get sidetracked. And I get distracted really easy, not following my path. I've been guided to have classes here in Vegas, to put out 2 or 3 videos a week, but I'm being held back by this fear, and I'm, kind of questioning the fear. What is the fear? Where is this fear coming from? Why am I experiencing this? And to top this all off, the Saturday after that, which was last Saturday, this is the Saturday after this event, I went to Cowabunga Bay with some friends, and while I'm there, my shoes got stolen. So I'm like, okay, what is it about the knees and the feet walking forward? Well, I know through my training that whenever you have problems with your knees, your legs, or whatever, it's because you're not moving forward. And I have this pretty amazing book, and it's called Metaphysical Anatomy, and I do refer to it on occasion. So I just happened to go in here and decide I wanted to look up what it meant to, if you're having knee issues. So I did. I went in and looked at it, and I'm like, wow, this is totally me right now, and this is why all this is happening. This is how our guidance team guides us, though. So let me just read to you some of the things I found. Now, there's a lot more than what I am going to tell you about, but one of the things it says, you found yourself stuck in an uncomfortable situation, which is true. I was in a very uncomfortable situation. You don't have an actionable plan to move forward on a project or in your personal life. And I have been dragging my feet about putting an action plan together and making things happen in my life. So your perception of the future is mixed up with your own inner fear and dread of being ridiculed, judged, or rejected. And that is so true, because being on this spiritual journey is very difficult, because I worry about, and I have fear about, what are my friends and my family going to think. And I know I need to get over it. And this is something that I'm really working through, and I just need to be authentic and be me and put my messages out there. It also said you have a fear of being judged by family members if you follow your dreams. You feel disappointed by life due to a past failure that left you feeling judged, humiliated, or attacked. You know a change is coming, and you're almost paralyzed by fear of the unknown, and you don't like being told what to do. So as I'm reading through and I'm reading all of this, and I'm thinking, yeah, that is so me. And there were many other things that didn't feel like they pertained, but these are the ones I pointed out, and I thought, you know what? That is so true. Everything happens for a reason, and a lot of those are true. And I am just going to pick up the pieces, and I'm going to move forward. I am going to be my authentic self and start following my path. And I encourage all of you to follow your path too, because as light workers, we came here with a plan and a mission to do what we're meant to do. And it's so easy to get sidetracked. Just stay on your path, follow your dream, and life flows when you're on path. And that's what I'm hoping the message I can get out to people is to be on your path, follow your dreams, because we are all here to change the world and help everyone through this awakening process. And hopefully my story has helped others to just know that you're going to go through these ups and downs and these times, but go into meditation, ask for guidance, ask for clarity. I met a lady in the park a while back, and she didn't know me from Adam, but she says, you need to ask for wisdom. And I thought, okay, that's a guide guiding me and asking me or telling me that I need to ask for wisdom. So that is something that I do, and I meditate on that often. So anyway, I hope this can help you. I love you all, and namaste. Thank you.